Okay, so hi guys, my name is Grace, and this reading is about the new moon in Libra. Um, and this is looking at where you're currently at in your life right now and what's the best potential that you can have, that you can manifest, that you can have in your life. Obviously, when it comes to those potentials, you must take the appropriate actions that you can do for your life because you co-creator of your reality. So, um, I hope these messages inspire you. So I have card number 1 here, card number 2, and card number 3. Okay? So just take and pick your card, and I'll start with card number 1. For the people who pick card number 1, um, this will be the love reading. So I have here love, money and career, and the best possible outcome, comparing it at where you're currently at right now. So this is for the love. I'll just set it out first. So knowing without knowing. So for this one here, I feel like with this card here where you're currently at right now, um we have the void. So this is like the empty part. This is like the zero part. It's like um it's like the full card actually. Zero before the growth, zero before the one, zero before the new beginning. So I feel like when it comes to love and relationships in general, you are currently on a transition point. She's the moon here in reverse. I feel like you just need to get into your feminine side. I feel like some of you are so much into your feminine side that it's not balanced with your masculine side because we both have those two within us. And because the feminine side is more like more surrendering, more passive. And this can also be about trusting your intuition. Because right now, if you're in this um phase of void here, if you're currently in a transition phase, you you can't see what will happen. It's like when you're in a point in your life where you don't know if you're doing the right thing. Sometimes it can feel like you're empty, but it's not really what this is about. It's like you're in the darkness, you're trying to really make sense of where you're currently at in your life right now. Maybe you're trying to make sense who it is that you really love, where maybe you're trying to make sense of what this is, if you have a connection with another person, what this connection is really about. It's like, but know that you are where you're supposed to be right now, even though you don't know where you're going and what's currently happening in your life. This is where it's not, everything is not clear. And I feel like this is something to do with divine timing too. When the time is right, you will know. Be at present moment. Stay in the present moment. Don't look so far ahead because it will only give you so much confusion. Okay, so what's the best possible outcome? It's very interesting because we have here the knowing without knowing. So from the void here, from this transition phase, from the 0, 40 to 41, I shuffled this card, but it's but the 41 came out for what you could be. It's like the next step of the journey almost. um Knowing without knowing. It's like it's saying that the message here is that when it comes to love in your life, just there's a fun with in the fun is where you don't know what will happen, and it's like a surprise, and enjoy this stage of knowing without knowing. Okay, because you're not really not supposed to know, and it's okay. That's really like the best potential outcome of the situation, knowing without knowing. And I feel like this is all about creation too. When it comes to love, you're creating your path. So, obviously, at first, if you've planted a seed, you can't see it, but you're creating what potentially it would look like, how you want it to be. So I feel like you are in control on how you want it to be, how your potential relationship, potential love will look like in your life. It feels like it's the first brush strokes of the paint. Obviously, when you're painting something, it will not look perfect, and it doesn't have to be. It won't look really really good at first because you're just setting the foundation first. So this picture here reminds me of that, and you just don't know how it will happen, knowing without knowing. um what else is this about? um yeah, it's that part when you feel something but you cannot quite express it yet, but there's like a surprise and a gift to that, knowing without knowing. And this is the part where you open up to your higher mind, because right where you currently are at right now, this transition phase, when you don't see in your present moment what will happen, it gives you a chance to open up to your higher mind and look within instead of looking without or outside, looking for inward, trusting your feelings, trusting your guts instead of looking at outside and getting the guidance from outside. Okay, so yeah, and I feel like it's happening now. It's perfect. It's the autumn time because I'm looking at this book and it's saying love's language is speaks like sound of falling leaves. So it's currently autumn time right now. And this oracle brings you confirmation that you are connected to the divine source, to all that is. And it's perfect. Like if you're feeling this, if you feel like this, if you feel empty and you're feeling like you're cut off from yourself at the moment, from your body, from another person, from the divine, God itself, if you feel like you're cut off from your own feelings, your intuition, be reassured that this is temporary and part of the cycle of life itself. Soon, all this connection will return. So maybe it will be if you're waiting on, because this is about waiting too. If you wait with the she is the moon here, she's just receptive. So be receptive. If you're waiting on something, this is hinting, if it's a love connection that you're waiting on, that it will return. Soon all connection shall return, and now with even greater warmth and nourishment, because you just let it be. And it will like feel like home. So yeah, That's love there. Now, looking at the money aspect in your life, where you're currently at right now, is spirals of manifestation. Maybe you're actively doing something to manifest more money in your life, and this is a really good time to do that, especially with this new moon in Libra, especially with any new moons. But I feel like, in particular with Libra, Libra is all about the balance of the feminine and the masculine. So balance those out. Um, what's your potential is collaborative dreaming and Pandora's gift. There's this gift that you just don't see yet, and I feel like this is unexpected. Okay? And with this collaborative dreaming, I feel like this is a source of money or a source of income. If you let other people help you, you'll be able to gain and manifest this money. I feel like you're actively manifesting your money right now, but you're doing it on your own. And to get the best potential outcome from that is to let other people help you, delegate the work, collaborate with someone. So if you've been thinking that this is a sign that yes, there's this gift. The reason why I feel like it's in reverse is just you just don't see it yet, and this will come as unexpected. But there is something that's manifesting with this butterfly is transitioning. You're currently in a transition phase in your life right now. It's like you might have ended something. It's like the in between. If you're ending something and you're trying to begin something new. You're like in the in between phase. So that's what I'm getting with that. This is maybe business partnership too. But yeah, continue with this manifestation. So now, in terms of your career, we have here the Merlin, where you're currently at right now, detachment. I feel like this is detachment of from the old ways. So if you've detached from that, obviously if you feel lost at the moment, it's okay. It's only temporary. You're in the transition stage. So I feel like your detachment and you moved on from that. You let go of that, the traditional, the old ways, all those outdated beliefs that doesn't serve you anymore. Okay? That it used to be of benefit in your life, but right now I feel like it's not working anymore. And we have here the gift. This is what's possible. The gift is here again for the second time with the Pandora's gift here, and it's in reverse again because you don't see it coming, but it's coming right now at the present moment, I feel. So, yeah, it says a present and offer nurturance, growth, and potential. It's coming to you because of all your work, and I feel like you've done everything what you need because you've detached from this. You let go of what you don't need. This is coming, and it's coming now, right now, to you in an expected way within this current phase. I feel like it's within this because it's new moon and Libra, within this new moon to the full moon. I feel like the full moon is where it will really manifest. In terms of your career, the best potential outcome is the snail space. So now, the good thing, because like with, I feel like this money and career is connected anyway. So when it comes to your money, I feel like whatever this is, it will give you um more more money in your life, more security, more stability. And so you're coming from the manifestation period to the grounding period in your career. So this career, whatever this is, will give you money. It will happen at slow phase, but it will be stable. It's like the Knight of Pentacles. It's a snail space, but this is a good thing. Okay? So that it won't be, it's unexpected in your career, but it will not, won't be overwhelming for you because it's happening at a snail space. Okay? And it's grounding. So whatever you manifested when it comes to earning more income in your career, in your life in general, wherever that will come from, but I feel like it's more in the career. When you ground it, when you manifest something, you need to ground it. So to be able to see it in the physical form, you need to be able to ground it in the 3D, in the earth, in the physical. So I feel like this is just what it's about. Be patient, okay? There's also this message here in general from your love, from money and your career, to be patient, okay? Now, where you're currently at is the Blasted Beach. And this is the Tower card. So I feel like this is about rising from the ashes here. And I don't know who this is. Maybe if it's related to love, it's current separation at the moment, or a feeling, or just a feeling of separation. But most probably it's physical separation for some of you. So yeah, or feeling, just a feeling of disconnection. Now, in general, in other aspects of your life, in career and in money, this is about you getting rid of the old ways. So the foundations that you might have built is strong foundations. If you've let go of that and detached from that, this is just reaffirming that it's the tower. Um, Whatever is not serving you anymore is being um getting rid of, and it's like a destruction of the old. So yeah, that's where you're currently at in your life right now. Now you this is the connecting card for where you're currently at and your best possible outcome. Now it's saying here, wake the divine masculine. So as we have seen here, you're currently at in this she is the moon here, in the feminine here. And if you're not, I feel like because of the feminine here of the moon and waking the divine masculine, waking the masculine side of yourself. Or if you feel like you're connected to like twin flame, it could be the waking of your divine masculine. Maybe you have to patiently wait for that, wait for it to happen, just let it be. It could be for some of you, but I feel like this is more about you, your own divine masculine within you. Divine masculine are the one that within yourself is the one that handles the career. It's the one that handles the um all those analytical things, and the one who takes charge, the one who leads. Okay, so be that, take charge, stand your ground, stand in your power, and take the lead and push through. So that's what this waking the divine masculine means. um I will look at the book, so just to see if there is something that I missed about this card here. It can be quite challenging, but I feel like it will be very rewarding with all these potentialities here, and with the gift that's coming. So it's saying, breathe life into the cold heart of the patriarchal society. Remind him or yourself of the male creation figure within. So yeah, I feel like it's something to do with the patriarchal society too. With I feel like with the wisdom there, maybe a figure that you look up to. Maybe it's your father, it doesn't have to be, but in general, it's a patriarchal society. And if you're a woman watching this, I feel like you're breaking free from that, and you're proving you can do whatever you can do now what you want. And with the changing times, I feel like it's more possible than before than ever to do that. But you don't have to be a woman to relate to this. It just means that you now it's the time for you to take charge now and go after your dreams. And yeah, balance your feminine side with your masculine side. So now it's not the time to be, obviously it's saying to be to still have those feminine side and letting it be, and being passive in that way. But when it comes to your, I feel like your in your life in general, you should balance that with your masculine side. If you're too much in your feminine, implement more and wake the divine masculine within you. Now, what else is the advice for you to make this potential possible here? Your best outcome here possible is untying the mask with it, which is the Four of Cups here in reverse. So now I feel like you're not going after anymore for the things that it's in front of you. I feel like you're going I feel like you're gaining more freedom, and you're going after, I feel like whatever's in front of you, it doesn't satisfy you anymore, so you're going after more, after something with more meaning in your life. You're untying the mask, and I feel like this happened already, from those letting go of the things that doesn't serve you anymore, letting go of the old ways. You've always had this mask on you, and now you're detaching from that. You're more authentic now, so this is a good thing, and continue on that period of your life. Now, what do you need to heal is your crown chakra and your sexuality, openness, beauty, and sharing. With your feminine side, I feel like you need to be more open, because and share with another person, not only in when it comes to intimacy, but also when it comes to, because I feel like what will benefit you is with this collaborative dreaming here, is that working with another person, collaborating with another. So you need to heal this within you to be able to open and connect with another person, to be able to be successful, more successful in your life right now. And with the crown chakra here, this is your connection to the divine. You need to open this up to for you to be able to receive the messages of what you need to go, and what you need to do and where you need to go. Because right now you cannot see it in the present moment where you're currently at. So I feel like you need to have more trust in the divine, because this is what's happening within you. It's helping you to open your crown chakra to receive the messages, and to be in alignment with your path and true life path. So the guidance for you, what you can do right now, you're currently manifesting, so continue on that. The power of prayer. Okay, so I feel like it's very in line with this crown chakra here and the spirals of manifestation. In general, in your life, what you can practically do is simply pray. Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, because you have to let it be right now. You can really, as much as you can push forward and take the action, you can really see what's coming next. So you have to be in this trust state, and give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles, heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So now, after you pray, you get those messages because you're now opening this crown chakra, you get those messages and you act upon it. And that will bring you the best possible outcome in your life in the most unexpected ways. So I hope this resonated. For a more personalized reading, all my details are down below. And for the people, pick card number 2. Love, money, and career. Where you currently at and what's your best potential outcome and what you can do to achieve that. We have here for love. You're currently at eruption of light in reverse. And yeah, that's where you're currently at. In this could be a higher level soulmate, twin flame kind of love for most of you with this 11 here. But it doesn't have to be. But if you feel that way, then it could possibly be. Now, this is about something unfolding that you don't see. Something unfolding. I feel like it's currently, if you feel you're connected with another person, it's currently in a separation state and it's meant to be that way, but there's like a mirroring. And I feel like you need to, if that's not the case, you don't have to resonate with that. I feel like this is positive self-talk and affirmations. If you want to infuse more light in this situation, of course you won't talk negatively about this. If you're, for example, you're in connection with another, for the people that are in connection with another person, if you keep talking about what the mistakes are, blaming the other person, blaming yourself, and keep talking about how this person has hurt you and they're just, all those negative things you're saying to this other person, how you gonna attract love when you're embodying that kind of approach? So be cautious about the words that you speak, the words that you put out, because it's manifesting. Your words, these things, this energy that you're putting out, whether it's positive or negative, it has an ability to break you with this eruption of light, to break you or destroy you, or yeah, it's like it has the ability to potentially destroy another person, destroy this connection, or potentially heal this connection. So that's why it's saying be cautious with that. There is a power within your voice and the words that you use. So use it um wisely. Okay. This is when engaging with your conversation with other people, and when you're engaging with conversations within yourself, most importantly, when you're conversing with yourself. If this is you like talking about negatively about yourself, you should stop that cycle. Okay, so talk about what it is that you really want, so that's what will manifest in your life. Affirm what it is that you really want repetitively. The reason why we need to do it repetitively and why affirmation works is because we're conditioned and our brain is programmed that way. That's why when you see, I know this is about love, but obviously speak words kindly and with love all the time, and be cautious about the energy that you put out. Be responsible for the energy that you put out there in the world. Words hold energy. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that why positive affirmations works and why do you need it repetitive do you need to do it repetitively is that's the way our brain works, and that's how we condition and program ourselves, our subconscious. That's why advertisements are repetitive. That's why symbols are repetitive. Um that's why it works, because that's why um within like the song industry there's like the subliminal messages, and the way it programs us, the reason why it works and the reason why they keep playing it constantly in the radio is to be able to program us. That's because that's how we are conditioned, and you have the power to reprogram yourself by being cautious about what you put out and what you affirm, your affirmations, and doing it repetitively. It will change your life in general and how you view the world if you just try to do that. Okay, so that's what I got from this. In terms of that's all about love in general, okay? So in terms of your money, in terms of money, so I'll separate this. This is money, career, reconnecting card, and this is the potentialities. So what's potential in your life in your love aspect of yourself is we have here the breaking and the cloak. So I feel like if you're currently not within any type of connection right now, if it's like a romantic relationship that you're not in currently right now, and you resonate with that separation period, I feel like, yeah, for most of you that's the case. And if you're in a relationship, I feel like there's this period that you need to um go within and be, it's like the hermiting mode with this the cloak here, and through that you'll gain more wisdom with all the yellows here. Okay, if you gain more answers about this connection, if there's it has been if it has been challenging for you, this is a time to go within, go inwards, and focus on yourself, and face your own issues, and that you'll gain more wisdom. Now, because it's always, I feel like, or if you're currently in a partnership right now, in a relationship right now, in a connection right now, it has been brewing in the surface. It's like a storm here um that has been neglected, and it has been suppressed or even repressed. But I feel like it's more like suppressed, actively suppressing those emotions, that now it's the time to deal with those things. And I feel like, yeah, it's my intuition telling me it's something to do with the Venus retrogrades retrograde right now, facing up those emotions. Now, the breaking, because whatever this is that is within the surface, that I feel like it's up within the surface. I feel like it's under the rug. Whatever this is under the rug, it's coming to a point that it's like breaking now. At the current moment, we have the eruption of light, so it's like a volcano here that it's like erupting from the surface. It cannot stay in the this in the surface. From the surface, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it's currently reaching its breaking point, and I feel like it's for the best. That's why this card is in the best possible outcome for this connection. It's reaching this breaking, okay? And I feel like I'm hearing also this is about breaking to new paradigm and new potentialities. And we have here the 11. 11 again with the 6 and 5 here. So, but this is a time to go inward as well. Now, if I look at this, I'll try to and look at in the book what else did I miss about these cards here. The best possible outcome in terms of love in your life is, yeah, it's saying this oracle brings to you this card here, the cloak. It brings to you, this oracle brings to you is that you can safely release the forms of security that you once held. If this connection, if you're currently in the connection right now and it has been too comfortable that each of you are not expanding and not growing, it could be that that's the case. You cannot stay in that. You cannot not grow. You cannot not grow, and you cannot not change. You cannot stay in that. You do not have to abandon your boundaries with others. Rather, your boundaries are so functional that you can enter into relationships with more openness, trusting that your boundary will naturally assert itself when necessary, giving you the connection to yourself that you need when you need it without having to withdraw from the relationship entirely. So, as I was saying, this is like the Hermit card, but it's saying also that you don't have to entirely withdraw from the relationship. You can do it while being in the relationship itself. Now, yeah, because there's something about loneliness that is still within this relationship. And you're wondering why. You probably are in a connection and you love this person, but somehow you're sad like on the inside and you don't know where it's coming from. And so you're seeking answers for that. So for some of you that's the case. With the breaking here, looking at the more meaning about this is it brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger, despair or frustration you may feel, you are being pulled apart not by dark forces but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It is going to be the making of you. So this is a gift, even though it feels uncomfortable that because you're going out of your comfort zone with this one, breaking what it is that doesn't serve you, doesn't serve this relationship, this connection. So for to be open for a renewal. Okay, so that's that. When it comes to money, where you're currently at right now, restore and replenish. Look at how it's similar to like the hermiting mode. And I feel like when I looked at this first, I thought it was like coins and represents money, even though it's actually buttons here. Um, you're currently at the point right now in which when you're trying to restore and replenish maybe your bank account, your savings. You're currently in that stage. Maybe you're thinking how you're gonna be able to restore and replenish what you've lost in your bank account. With the breaking here, I feel like because for some of you actually I'm getting, if you're getting out of a connection that doesn't serve you anymore, like in terms of separating from that person, you probably stayed in that relationship because of comfort, and it's connected to money here because if you're getting out of that connection, that relationship, um it can affect your bank account if you've gotten out of that too. So it could be a breakup with a breaking there. So that's only for some of you. Take whatever resonates. But I feel like this gaining more wisdom. You're currently in a hermit mode, currently being just trying to be with yourself. and at the moment, and you're trying to replenish and restore what you've lost within your money in your bank account. And now, what's your best possible outcome with this in terms of money? What's available for you? I actually have three cards here. Okay, so right, defend to the end the worthwhile. So whatever this is that you feel like is worthwhile to you, is standing your ground, even though it's painful. It's worth defending. I feel like there's like wisdom here. You're gaining a lot more wisdom from the challenges that you've that have happened in your life. This is very challenging card here, and it's letting you be able to just wildly go outside and trust in your own intuition. Like with all the animals here, how animals work, they don't really rely on time and those things. They trust. Um they know when to eat, when to hide, when to do things at the right time because they trust in their own intuition, in their own instincts. And you're being guided to do that if you haven't done that. So because that's where you can trust right now when you're going within here and you being on yourself and restoring and replenishing. And it's connected to your money aspects in your life, because trusting where you put your money in right now, you're learning to trust. The gift of the situation is that you're being more aware of your money now, because if you've lost a lot of money, for most of you that's the case, you're you now have are spending on things that are of value of you, and trusting your instincts if you need this or if you don't. You're now more aware of how you spend your money, and that's the gift of the situation. Listening for the truth also. And it's very interesting here is because I feel like you're defending yourself, you're standing on your own ground here. You're not wanting to ask from other people for money. You're standing your ground here. And what's interesting here is like it's this photo here is very similar to this person here. And because you've been on this hermit mode, being on your own, you're now learning. And with the seashells here, and the shell here, you're now learning to trust your own instincts and listen for the truth within yourself. I feel like you're gaining a lot more value, even though you are in a dark period right now, and it's like feels like you're facing the darkness. I feel like you're looking at the light within the darkness face in your life, and it makes you listen more to your instincts and your intuition, and and it makes you connect to yourself more. I know it's about money, but it's all connected anyway. So when it comes to your career, where you're currently at right now, I have here, yeah, what did I say? Light the darkness. Okay? And it's very similar to this. Like you're currently in a dark phase in your life right now, especially in terms of money, and then we have your light the darkness. You're in the darkness right now is because you meant to find the light within you to light the darkness. And currently in your life, in your career right now, I feel like it's not fertile anymore. That's why the Grail Fairy here is in reverse. It's not fertile anymore. And this is like the woman holding the cup here. I feel like it's not giving you what you soulfully need. It's not it's not aligned with your soul purpose and your soul life path, and it's not fulfilling you, it's not fertile anymore. And if you feel like it has to end, um I feel like you need to go towards a more soul based practice in terms of your career, because it's not fulfilling anymore what it is that you're doing right now. Because we have the golden gift. This is what's possible. So if you choose to end the cycle that you're in right now and go towards a new one, transition into a new one, you're always guided along the way. There's a gift, there's an offer, okay, that's available for you. And it's something tangible, what I'm getting. Magical help is on the way. Whatever it is that you need, you'll be provided if you trust. Okay? That's the best potential outcome that you can get. And you'll be in your own power again. And in harmony again. It's like you're satisfied in your job, you're getting money, and then finances is okay, and at the same time you're in harmony within your own soul. That's the best possible outcome. So what I also have here, the Page of Wands. I feel like it's boring. It's like you're doing the same routine over and over again, and your soul wants you to explore new things. Okay, whatever this is that your career right now, it has served its purpose, and you meant to try something new. Your soul wants you to try something new, with the Page of Wands here in reverse. Now, how you're connecting with this potential outcomes, best potential outcomes, is this: prepare for the major event. Prepare for the major event in your life. It's coming, but there's balancing that needs to happen first. That's probably why you're preparing by going within, so that when this happens, this golden gift, I feel like help is on the way also. So with this card here, get yourself ready for a life-altering occasion. This is a life-changing one, okay? Performing rituals can be helpful for this. Purifying in sacred waters, detoxing, and going on your own inner pilgrimage will assist you to be in optimum condition. That's why we have here the restore and replenish and the hermiting mode in terms of your love life, in terms of your money and finances, and in general, and even with your career, it's not satisfying you anymore. So prepare, okay? Now, what else is the advice for you? Spirit and matter. This is the Page of Wands in this deck. This how I read this. Teacher of Wands is the Page of Wands, and now it's upright. Okay, so we have got two Page of Wands here: Spirit and matter. Trusting in spirit and trusting in the spirit within yourself, and trying something new. It will awaken your zest for life. That's what I'm getting with this. That's the guidance for you. Try new things. Have your own personal boundaries. This is when it comes to your empowerment, your authenticity, and making a choice. Okay, because you have to make a choice too when it comes to this. But spirit will guide you on that, so you don't have to worry about that. Be open still with people. I feel like you when with this card here, it's saying that your boundaries will be open to people, and I feel like your boundaries will automatically be put up, if that makes sense. Within this situation, even though it can be painful and heartbreaking for you, if it's like a separation or something of that sort, stay in love still. stay in this receiving and sharing with other people. At the same time, stay, if you have your heart on your sleeve, stay like that. You don't have to change. But at the same time, now that you've learned your lessons, now set up your proper personal boundaries. Okay? Now you've learned from this, you need to set your personal boundaries so that to protect yourself too. Okay? So don't change being caring and sharing with other people. But at the same time, learn to be able to accept help and receive too. I know it feels like it's a bit contradicting with here because you're in terms of your money, you're trying to like defend what it is that you maybe accept help from people that are aligned with you, because if they're not aligned with what you believe right now and how you've grown, you don't need to accept help from those people. I hope that's making sense. So with this in general, in your career abundance mindset, in your life in general, this is the advice for you. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. See, it's connected. Going back to the first card here, is speaking and affirming positivity. It's very related to you having gaining this finances, money, and abundance in general in your life, and feeling fulfilled and satisfied in your life. So yeah, think of it as something that is happening now, not something that it will happen in the future. And yeah, be giving also. Don't stop to be giving. I feel like for you to be able to receive too and have that flow of giving and receiving from the universe, be giving, still be giving. And even if you might feel that you don't have enough. Because if you're always in that lack mentality, that's what will manifest in your life. Be in that abundance mindset. Okay, so yeah. If you want more personalized reading, all my details are down below, and thank you so much for watching. For the people who picked card number 3, this is your reading: love, money, and career. This Libra new moon. So, where are you currently at right now in these aspects of your life, and what is the best outcome, best possible potential outcome, and what's the advice on how to achieve that best possible outcome? Where you're currently at, first in your love aspect in your life, we have here she loves. Okay, so talking about love, she loves, you don't have to be a female to resonate with this, but it's just saying that you've had your heart, put your heart in the platter, and you've offered it, and you've loved, and another person, and you've been all open. But at the same time with this, I feel like you've been hurt, and this could be about forgiveness. Now, this is the time to forgive other people and forgive yourself. If it's hard for you to forgive another person, that just means that you haven't forgiven yourself. You haven't forgiven that the truth of the situation is that you haven't forgiven yourself. You can't forgive yourself. That's why you can't forgive another person. Because when sometimes it's easier to forgive another person than to forgive yourself. But if you're still holding on to that resentment and those pain, those things that happen, it's possibly because you are still punishing yourself for being vulnerable, for not trusting your intuition. Like you knew this could happen. You feel like you knew this would happen, but you still, it feels like you felt like you were blinded by love. And you need to forgive yourself from that. That's why you're unable to forgive another person. And if you are if in the other way, I feel like it's only a small percentage of you, and you're asking for forgiveness. I feel like you've already been forgiven and you don't realize that. But for most of you, I feel like it's you that needs to forgive. Forgive yourself for being this, for being loving. And there's really nothing wrong with that. Um, it's time to let go and allow forgiveness. You are free now. In whatever this is that you're asking about, whether it's forgiveness or not, but for most of you, I feel like it is. You are free now, and you just need to realize that you are free now in terms of love. Okay, that's what I can give for you. That's what I'm sensing. Now, what's the best possible outcome in when it comes to this? In terms of love, God speaks. Look at all those green there, all those green in this picture here, and we have here this green here. Love, like connecting to like the divine light here, to God. God speaks to you at this time for you to be able to balance yourself, that for you to be able to forgive. This is the best possible outcome that you can have. You're being nudged. This is all about divine timing too. When we're always talking about God, it's divine timing. Um, you are being loved, and everything that is happening in your life right now, you're being encouraged to look at the bigger picture. Everything that is happening right now is for you, not against you. So, if you feel like you're being held back by the divine, then it's the divine that's doing that. If you feel like you're being nudged to do something, it's also the divine doing that and supporting you in that, in terms of love and connecting with another person, whether romantically or not. Um, all is well and all is going according to, this is the deeper knowing that all is well and all is going um according to what needs to happen in your life. I just need to like cooperate with what the messages that you're getting, because God's speaking through you, whether it's like through words, through signs, symbols, through that inner knowing, even though it might seem illogical, that's really God speaking through you. Through being, maybe it's through being half asleep, through those when you're relaxed and you're in a meditative state. That's how you're getting these messages. So this is the best possible outcome of the situation. I feel like this is also learning to have those unconditional love. Learning to not have those expectations, and you to just love. Because you're free now, you're freeing those resentment that you have in your heart, those pain. Sometimes it's just you keeping yourself in that situation, keeping yourself, punishing yourself over and over and over again. It's because you keep replaying those memories in your mind. When you look outside, when you look now, you're probably just on your own, and there's really no one going trying to hurt you. It's just, I feel like, memories in your head. That's what I'm getting. So now when it comes to money, where we currently at, bringing it into form. Okay, so I feel like it's coming. It's just that you need to trust, and I feel like there's something about you need to be authentic. I'm also hearing, why is it that you want to manifest money? Why? Where? Put purpose into this. I feel that's what I'm getting. Put to be able to bring it into form in your life. Where do you want to spend that money? How do you want to grow that? And plan, really, really plan for you to be able to get that and bring it into form. Um, also guided to look at the book, so we'll see what else is the message here, bringing it into form. So, beautiful dreamer, you can imagine wonderful worlds of light. You can dream up so many possibilities. That's why I said planning. You can dream up those possibilities. How you gonna be able to bring this money in your life, to heal your finances in I feel like what's missing here, you getting that money and being financially stable and being okay, just stable, you're being comfortable, being secure, is that you need to plan where the possibilities of where and you need to open up the possibilities of where this money is coming from in your life. Okay, so it cannot just be, maybe you need to open up more possibilities when it comes to open up possibilities, taking up other side jobs, so other potential um money income, or maybe you need to invest in that. You'll be able to grow your money, you know um or a business, or also it can be that you just need to, like, maybe try lotto. um yeah, maybe, like, all those, just open up the possibilities on how you're gonna be able to bring it into form. That's what's really I feel like blocking you from gaining that stability when it comes to your money. So what's the best possible outcome on this is the inner trust. I feel like this is the key here. This is the gift. This is the best possible outcome here, because you need to balance out your money. You need to be able to trust yourself enough to be able to not fear and not be afraid where you put your money, where you invest your money. Because I feel like it's about investing. Maybe you're okay with working hard, but if you want to, like, I feel like this is about your money working for you and not you working for money. So open up to that possibility. And when it comes to that, trusting your own intuition and where you will put your money. That's the thing here. That's why we have here the inner trust, I feel. So, what else is this about? This is also about, yeah, because it's cloaked and it's hidden. It's cloaked and it's hidden. I feel like you don't see right now where this money will come from. That's why you need to trust. If you have been thinking to take a leap of faith and do things differently when it comes to money and your finances, then this oracle brings a particular message to trust your instincts and go for it. That's all I can say right now. Alright. So when it comes to your career, we have your shimmer. It's in reverse. I feel like this is all about accepting where you're currently at right now and really realizing your own like beauty and your own how you've grown your career, and you're not seeing how you've grown into this person. You're not really realizing how lovely, how beautiful this your career has become and how beautiful you've grown. I feel like you're not seeing that, and it's something to do with your confidence. You're not seeing your real beauty here. Okay? So that's where you're currently at in your career right now. But I feel like you've grown and you've expanded. Your best possible outcome, we have here the green man's door. So when this come, it's wheel of the year, so I feel like it's a wheel of fortune. Endings, new beginnings. I feel like this door is currently closed right now in your career, but you have the key to be able to open it. If you trust yourself and practice self love for you to be able to gain more confidence. I feel like that's the key here. Because this is about this Green Man's door is about I feel like you're missing something to gain this best possible outcome. It's like you're gaining like with the karma. I feel like it's mainly good karma here. When it comes to your career, it's like the wheel of fortune here. You're gaining the rewards and the gifts from your past actions, but you're not realizing that, you're not seeing that at this present moment. Maybe you're too focused on the past. It's either you're too focused on the past and you're too worried because you feel like it will happen again, or you're too focused on the future and it makes you worry about the future. And if you just need to stay in the present moment right now, because that's where the rewards is. You're being rewarded for your past action. And sometimes I feel like for some of you it could be that you're being rewarded in your career, and I feel like you might probably being recognized here with the shimmer here, but you feel like you deserve it. There's some sort of deservingness aspect here too. Um yeah, this is accessing something magical. This is accessing other dimensions actually, and other realities when it comes to your career. This is potential change also. I'm also hearing, do you have what it takes for you to be able to expand into your career? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the offering to be able for this door to open? Um, but you have the ability to expand into an almost like expand into go into a different world and expand. I don't know how that's resonating with you, but that's really what this is about. You have the ability to draw back the veil and to part the mists and the illusions within this situation, and to see things clearly and to walk through another door and to see the truth actually in your career. But it's deep, beautiful change. and it's possible. Okay, so what this is about, I have here where you're currently at right now. Page of Cups. Look at how this person is holding a. I feel like this person is holding. Is it in this card here, or is it on the other reading? But I feel like this is all about with the Page of Cups here and the shimmer here. This is where you're currently at right now. You're not doing things focusing on filling your own cup. Maybe you're too much into giving to other people, and that's why you're not enjoying where you're currently at in the present moment. And I feel like you need more self-love. You need to do the things that you enjoy more. This is just a message of this. This is focusing on your own self. Look at how she's so focused in what she's doing right now in her own craft. Okay? That almost is like she's in another world. She's not noticing the outside world almost. And I feel like that's what you need to do. It feels like you're connecting to yourself, going within with that also. Now, this is the thing. Breaking the negative cycle. And I feel like it has something to do with your thinking. You're out of that, and I feel like this is going back to the forgiveness thing. Forgive yourself. You're out of that negative cycle. You're not attached to that anymore. And I feel like you're free now. So you need to break that. All that is imprisoning you is your own self and your own thinking and your own fear. You can break that negative cycle now. And this is all about enough is enough. Okay, enough is enough. Have the courage to break free and create a new paradigm in your life. Leave the invalidators and abusive situations behind. No more. No more sacrifices. It's time to focus on yourself, focus on your own self-love. Enough is enough. Those people make you feel like you're not good enough, and you've always give and give and give because you're naturally like that. It's time to, if you're already out of that state, if it's all just in your thinking, you're already free, okay? You're already free from that. Break that negative cycle so that it won't happen again. That's how you're going to be able to get into this best possible potential in your life. Because this is the connecting card, breaking the negative cycle. Okay? Because if you don't break that cycle, this is all about cycles here. It's connected to your career here too with the cycles. If you don't break this negative cycle, it will just keep on repeating and repeating these lessons until you learn it. That's what usually happens. Now, what's the advice for you to be able to achieve this possible outcome? We have the 6. You're like have the 6. You possibly have a life path of 6. Or in any of your numbers. Your personality number, expression. But you have a 6. 6 of Cups also here. And the 6 of Cups is different. I feel like you're looking at the memories in the negative memories because it's in reverse. And it feels like you're shackled still within those memories because you let it feels like you're letting it influence your present moment because you haven't let it go, you haven't surrendered, you haven't broken this negative cycle. You keep doing the same thing. How are you gonna get a different result? You're very self-sacrificial, and it feels like you don't want to disrupt harmony. You'd rather because with the people that have the 6 in numerology, it's like, even if you have that or you don't, with the 6 of Cups here, you don't want this, you dislike this harmony so much that you're willing to sacrifice your own happiness, because we're very giving. You're sharing support other people. You're very supportive of others, and this being reversed here, I feel like it's taking a toll on you, and you needing now to balance and fill your own cup. How are you gonna be able to give and give to other people when you haven't filled your own cup, and it has been burdening for you? Okay, so that's the advice for you. What do you need to heal? Dreams. This is something related to dreams. You're receiving guidance, messages, and symbols and signs. If you're not sleeping enough, obviously you're not going to be able to dream. So maybe you need to sleep enough. Sleep more for some of you. You're getting guidance through your dreams. Okay? So you need to open up to that because you're getting messages through that. Maybe look up the meaning of your dreams. But this is about cycles. You're going through cycles in your life. Because we're in the moon cycles. This is all about cycles. Cycles, repetitive cycles that keeps on repeating for you to be able to learn from. And what's the advice for you? Dreams. Dreams of abundance. You have your dreams. Okay? So, as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. See? Messages, signs, symbols, guidance. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. And savings. Savings. Savings is a part of self-care. You're putting money to yourself. Maybe you're giving and giving in terms of your finances to other people, and it's okay to give, okay? But if you're not giving to yourself too, you need to save up something for yourself too. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Okay? So that you'll be able to feel secure. You're not going to be able to have those thoughts of fear, thoughts of feeling insecure, actually, and not secure. Because it's something to do with your savings. Okay? There's a power within that. And I feel like it comes to your, maybe it's a negative cycle of spending and spending, and you're mostly spending maybe on other people too. I feel like it's something related to your, how you've been taught as a child when it comes to money. Okay? Maybe you've always been, when you have the money, spend it. And that makes you feel not secure. I feel like you'll be able to take back your power if you save enough for yourself and save for your future. So I hope this resonated, and for personalized reading, all my details are down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sending